Welcome to TelehealthFX Talk. Today, we're covering one of the most exciting developments in the GLP-1 space, and it's something that could open the door for millions of people who've been sitting on the sidelines. We're talking about oral GLP-1 medications, pills instead of injections. If you've avoided GLP-1 because you hate needles, or you know someone who has, this episode is going to change the conversation. We'll cover how oral options compare to injectables, the brand new Orforglipron approval that just happened a month ago, and what's still coming in the pipeline. Visit TelehealthFX.com, that's TelehealthFX.com, to talk to a provider about which format is right for you.
So let me walk you through what's happened, because the landscape has shifted dramatically in just the last 6 months. For years, oral semaglutide existed only as Rybelsus, which was approved for type 2 diabetes at lower doses of 3, 7, and 14 milligrams. It helped with blood sugar and produced some weight loss, but it wasn't anywhere near as potent as the injectable versions for weight management. Then in December 2025, the FDA approved an oral version of Wegovy at 25 milligrams daily, specifically for weight management. This was the first oral semaglutide approved at a dose designed to compete with injectable weight loss results.
And then on April 1st, 2026, just 1 month ago, the FDA-approved Orforglipron, marketed as Foundayo for chronic weight management. And this one is a genuine game changer. Orforglipron is not just a different dose of an existing drug, it's an entirely different kind of molecule. Let me explain why that matters.
Traditional oral semaglutide, like Rybelsus and oral Wegovy, is a peptide. Peptides are chains of amino acids, and your stomach acid destroys them. The bioavailability of oral semaglutide is roughly 0.4 to 1%. That means 99% of the pill you swallow gets destroyed before it can do anything. To compensate, they have to give you a much higher dose, 25 milligrams in a pill versus 2.4 milligrams in the injection, and you have to take it under very strict conditions. Empty stomach, first thing in the morning, with no more than 4 ounces of plain water, and then wait at least 30 minutes before eating, drinking anything else, or taking other medications. If you don't follow those rules precisely, the absorption drops even further and the drug may not work well.
Orforglipron is completely different. It's what's called a non-peptide small molecule. It's not a chain of amino acids. It's a completely different chemical structure that is not destroyed by stomach acid. That means you can take it at any time of day, with or without food, with any amount of water, and there are no restrictions on timing with other medications. You take it like any other daily pill. No fasting, no morning routine gymnastics, no 30-minute waiting period.
And the clinical data is impressive. The ACHIEVE-3 trial, published in The Lancet in February 2026, showed that Orforglipron outperformed oral semaglutide in both A1C reduction and weight loss. The ATTAIN-1 and ATTAIN-2 trials showed significant sustained weight loss over 72 weeks, and the ATTAIN maintenance trial showed that patients who switched from injectable GLP-1 medications to oral Orforglipron were able to maintain their weight loss.
So now let's talk about how oral and injectable options actually compare, because this is the practical question everyone wants answered. Injectable semaglutide and Tirzepatide remain the clinical gold standards for maximum weight loss. Wegovy injectable at 2.4 milligrams weekly typically produces 12 to 15% body weight loss, and Tirzepatide can produce over 20%. The injectable format has near 100% bioavailability, meaning almost all the drug gets into your system and you only have to do it once a week.
Oral options are catching up but haven't fully closed the gap yet for maximum weight loss. However, they offer significant advantages in convenience and accessibility. No needles, no refrigeration requirements, which matters for travel, and for Orforglipron specifically, no fasting or timing restrictions. For many patients, the best medication is the one you'll actually take consistently, and an oral option you take every day without hassle may produce better real-world results than an injection you skip or avoid.
And the pipeline is even more exciting. Eli Lilly, the same company that makes Tirzepatide and Orforglipron, is developing an oral version of Tirzepatide. If successful, this would give patients an oral dual agonist, targeting both GLP-1 and GIP receptors in a convenient pill form. And beyond that, there are triple agonists in development that target GLP-1, GIP, and glucagon receptors, some of which may also be available in oral formulations. The trajectory is clear. GLP-1 therapy is moving toward more effective, more convenient, and eventually more affordable oral options.
So who should choose oral and who should choose injectable? If you're needle phobic, oral is obvious. If you travel frequently and don't want to deal with cold storage, oral has advantages. If you prefer a daily routine over remembering a weekly injection, oral may work better for your habits. And Orforglipron specifically is ideal for people who don't want to deal with fasting requirements. On the other hand, if you prefer once-weekly convenience, injectable is hard to beat. If you need maximum weight loss potency right now, injectable is still the strongest option. And if you're already stable and responding well on injectable, there's no reason to switch.
And this is where having a clinical team that offers options matters. TelehealthFX currently offers injectable Semaglutide and Tirzepatide, which remain the most clinically potent options available. Their providers evaluate your medical history, your preferences, your lifestyle, and help you choose the right format. As the oral landscape evolves, they'll continue to add options, so you always have access to the best available treatments. They also offer NAD+ therapy, sermorelin, and berberine alongside your GLP-1 medication. 24-hour provider review, one-on-one onboarding, transparent pricing, no hidden membership fees. 2-day UPS shipping, licensed in all 50 states. Visit TelehealthFX.com. That's TelehealthFX.com.
The bottom line is this. We're watching the GLP-1 space transform in real time. 5 years ago, you needed a weekly injection. Today, you can take a pill with breakfast. And in a few years, we may have oral options that match or exceed current injectable results. The era of needle-only GLP-1 is ending.
If you're ready to explore your options, whether injectable or oral as they become available, visit TelehealthFX.com. That's TelehealthFX.com. Take the free qualification quiz. Talk to a provider about which format fits your life. That's TelehealthFX.com. And as always, everything on TelehealthFX Talk is for educational purposes only. This is not medical advice. Do not switch between oral and injectable formulations without consulting your healthcare provider. The GLP-1 pipeline is evolving rapidly and availability varies. Individual results vary. Thanks for listening. Share this with anyone who's been avoiding GLP-1 because of needles. That barrier is disappearing. We'll see you next time on TelehealthFX Talk.